Good evening, everybody, and a warm welcome. A very warm welcome. To be fair, it's really hot tonight. It's really, really hot. I've got the fan on to my left. Now, if it bothers you, please tell me and I will turn it off. But it's the big fan, so I've pushed it kind of really far away. But if it does bother you, let me know and I will turn it off. Now, my mic isn't sitting very well either, so I'm trying to make sure that doesn't wiggle too much. So any problems, sound or anything, let me know. We're trying something a little bit different tonight, the way we're streaming, so I can still see you all. I can still, hopefully, you can still all hear me, but I'm just changing it a little bit to see if something else works better than it normally does. So let me know if the picture's still good and it's still bright and you can see exactly what you need to. And we'll get cracking with saying a few hellos to everybody. Wow, I looked just now and it has 32 people here. It now says 118 people here. So yes, I think it still might be busy. Now, I'm sure it may be quiet tonight because it's so hot and many of you are probably sitting in the garden having your dinner out there. But for me, it's too hot. So I'm quite happy being in here with you guys. So let's say hello to a few people, and we have got a lot to dive into tonight, a lot. And I also want you to set, before I say hello to anybody, I want you to make sure you set a note in your diary to watch next Friday. Announcement next Friday. New releases next Friday. Adam's here next Friday. Lots going on next Friday. So whatever you do, tell your friends they need to be here next Friday. And it's one not to be missed. It's very, very exciting. I cannot begin to tell you. I've been sitting on it for a long, long time, but I should be able to talk about it next Friday. And I'm very excited. Very. Can you tell? Can you tell? So anyway, good evening, Tracy Smith and Marie Pownell. Sorry, I've got my Coke bottle with me tonight, so if I'm slurping, apologies, but the heat is oof. Beverly Holden, good evening. Lorraine Gower, good evening. Lorraine Gower, was it your cards I saw in the group today, which was stunning? Hello, Laurie Geekman and Maura Keller from California. Hello, Lynn F. I think, was it your cards I saw as well? Might be yours as well. Joanne Smith, Melanie Cinta Smith, Fedu Gina, Lapakar, to you too. See, I'm getting there. And a happy Friday. Karen Keane, you've been crafting, Karen. I love your birds. I love your birds. So check out, if you're not in the group, check out the group. Crafting with Lisa Horton, and there are some stunning samples rocking up in the group at the moment. It is phenomenal. Tracy Costello and Linda Walker, welcome. Pat Harmer, Jan Riley, Lynn Morga, and Maria Lindemann from Michigan, Carol G, Nancy Johnson from Northeast Ohio, Valerie Cartwright, Jane Taplin, oh my goodness, and Amanda Mitchell, Marion Allen, Primrose Gibson, Heather Cotty, let me know, Heather. Mrs. Boardman from South Yorkshire, welcome. Hello, Cheryl, lovely to have your company. Let me see if Helly Covisto. Helly, I hope I've got that correct. Apologies if I haven't. Jean Rowland, Sheila Lewis, Jan Holson, Helen McLaughlin. You're coming to the retreat, Helen. I saw that on the website earlier in the week. Oh my goodness, very excited for that. Helen Brand, Ali Karuba, it's nice to have your company. I haven't seen your name for a while. Welcome. Sandra Cowie, Gaz made it on time as well. Sally Ann Merritt, Deborah Dudman. Make sure you're here next week, Deborah. And Wolthius, good evening to you. And Julie Luty, Nicola Atfield, loads of you on. Christine Dyer, goodness me. I'm going to try and stop soon because I keep saying hello to every single person and I'm taking longer and longer every week because there's more and more of you every week. But it is good to have your company. So you can see, can't really hear the fan, which is great. Marilyn Butler, great to have your company as well. Marilyn, are you from across the pond? I feel you may be. Deanna Brace, loads of you. Hi, Rebecca. Finally got it all sorted, Rebecca, didn't I? Well, Danny did, to be fair. And it's a lovely evening on the English Riviera. Yes, it is, Sarah Jane Kennedy. Wow. Oh, dear. Catherine's got COVID as well. That is not good. Great picture. Well, that's good to hear. Well, that's all down to my daughter Lily, who's a superstar. And hello, Jackie from the USA. Jackie A. Purser Bromberg. Welcome, welcome. Nancy Hendress from the US of A as well. So I do like, especially when you're across the pond, and I do like to say hello to you guys as well. So lots of things going on tonight. Now, we do have a sale on this evening. Hello, Shelley from Canada. Welcome. Sorry, I know I should stop. I know I should stop. And I know it annoys some people. I know it does. But it's what we do. It's what we do. Hope has been away for a while. Deborah, it's free every Friday. Yes, I've got to the bit where people are saying they're going to be here next Friday. And hello, Carol Bye. She's just made it. Wow. Okay, I'm going to stop because there's over 200 here already. My hair looks good, thank you. Well, you see, I've been to hairdressers today because, I mean, I did put some clips in it earlier to keep it off my face because it was so hot. But I had to do some headshots today for stuff, which is good, So thank you, everybody. Mates from the Spellbinders group have been awesome. Oh, Ali's a lurker. Don't be a lurker, Ali. Come say hi. Come say hi. Right. Hope is from North Carolina. So look at you all. Wow. Adam Frisbee, I like your hair. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Adam. You're going to have to doctor my pictures, though. Pick one and just like blur it a bit. You're going to have to blur it a bit. I'll put one in the WhatsApp chat, but I'm not sure. You're going to have to tell me. All right. Well, I mean, I did do one before and he said it was too flat. So we had a little floof. Okay. Gloria Davis. Oh, she finally got her bricked window folder and stencil and metallic inks from Inky Stamper. Shout out to Inky Stamper across the pond. Any retailers that are from Australia, America, Canada, anywhere you are, if you want to come and join, say hello. It's great. If you want to join our group and you want to share your store, please feel free to do so. It's great to have all of you here. Right, I'm going to get to the bottom. Yeah, I've just said Adam's here next Friday. So 6:30 Friday, the 22nd. Now, even if you leave me now, make sure you're back next Friday. It's really important. So I can't say anything now. By next Friday, you may have an idea. You may have an idea. I can't say anymore. However, I'm going to do a little bit of sneaky peeking. I am going to do a bit of sneaky peeking tonight. And although Adam's here, he will go soon to put child to bed. So we will use that opportunity to do some sneaky peeking. Okay, right, Inky Stamper. And hello, Joanne from Canada. Question, is the metallic re-inkers good to buy than the ink pad, or better to buy than the ink pad? Now, that is actually quite a loaded question, Emma, because myself and Paula would pick up re-inkers every single day of the week. It really does depend what you're planning on doing. I love my technique. Right, I'm gonna grab something. Bear with me. I'm gonna have to get on the floor now. So I'm going to grab something. Now, this, for example, let me go to camera 3. So this I'm going to show you now. This has been done with metallic re-inkers as well as regular inks. So what you're going to find is you can do some slightly different techniques with re-inkers. You can paint with re-inkers, okay? So you can, I'll come back to camera 1 minute. You can do that with a regular ink pad, but the re-inkers allow you to put little drops into pastes and things like that. If you want to colour in big areas, you can, with a re-inker, you can pop it onto your craft mat and get either a stencil brush or a blending sponge, and you can apply ink that way. If you want to stamp, I would say ink pad, But pretty much everything else you want to do, you can absolutely do with a re-inker. Re-inkers are going to last you forever because you can re-ink your pad. I mean, I can't 20, 30 easy times. What you must remember with a re-inker is the ink and the pigment and the mica and the other stuff in there all separates, okay? So if you don't want a shimmery finish, you just squeeze your re-inker and you get a regular finish. If you shake and mix that pigment with the mica and the other elements in there, that's when you'll get your shimmer. So it's, yeah, horses for courses, really. It's entirely what you think you'd be happier working with. I mean, to be fair, you can put some on your craft sheet and put your stamp in. However, it can get quite gloopy. If you're using the better press, what you could do is you could roll it with a brayer and then brayer it onto your better press plate. So, you know, I think there are merits for both. Okay. But Emma Phillips, right, let's keep looking. There's tons of here, so apologies, all these people I'm missing, okay? But hopefully that makes a lot of sense to you. Right. Without further ado, I think we're going to dive on into this. Now, last week, we did quite a bit of demoing, didn't we? And you absolutely loved it. I got so much positive feedback that you want to see more of that. It can be tricky. So, you know, we're off TV for August, as you know. I'm not on TV anymore in August now. So we know on Friday night, I'm going to have a bit more time rather than doing a ton of product preview. We've got time to do other stuff. So this is where I've taken the time to go back to the archives, dig things out. Now stock take is all done. Hallelujah, that is done. Jason's very happy about that. So I'm just going to move that just a bit because I feel it might start to catch. All right, if it starts to get muffled, just tell me and I'll move that mic. So we're going to go back to the archives again tonight. So what I've done is I've picked out another 10 items for you. 10 items. Scan that QR code if you are watching on your big screen or you're watching somewhere that you don't need your phone for, and it will take you straight to those 10 items. These are another 10 discontinued. Be aware, some of them are really, really, really low in stock, but I've taken some that I might almost like I want to say the product that put me on the map. And you absolutely adored, and I remade them, repackaged them and everything. So just watch out for those. So go and have a look, scan that QR code. If not, I'm going to go through them all now for you. Hello, Karen from Germany. Who wouldn't want a good shimmer? I know, me. So I'm going to literally start now. Let's get these in some kind of order, because I think there's a lot here you're going to love. There's a lot here I love, and we're going to demo with some of it. So I'm going to turn you to camera 4. So let me move that Ultimate out of the way for the moment. So I'm going to bring that in for you. Now that colour is quite muted here, but I can see that you can see it on my TV screen. It's quite muted, but it's coming through to you quite nicely. Now camera 4, let me just zoom you in just a little bit. Let me come in. I'm going to do that quite slowly, and like that. And while you're looking at that, right, I'm just going to have a quick drink. I mean, I don't want you to see me slurping out of my bottle. This. I adore this. And this really, somebody said to me, after about being on Create and Craft for about a year, said to me, what is your hero product? What put you on the map? And I said, Slimline Dyes. And they did. They absolutely did. This is phenomenal. I love the stitching, and I love the elements here. Now, when we look at this, I think you're going to be super, super happy with it. And I want you to do that same thing again. When we've been through everything, please let me know. Hi, Raina. Hi from KS. Is that Kansas? Please forgive me if I'm horribly off the mark. So you get your slimline outer frame, And then you get this die that cuts into the card. Now I'm going to get my pokey tool. No, not that. It's not the end. I want the tool. There's nothing on that end. This end. And you'll see here, can you see the cut lines are broken? Completely broken. So that means your wings are going to lift. So you're going to get a beautiful inset butterfly with lifted wings. Just glorious. Welcome, Eve. Nice to have your company. So you then get this outside edge, all right? Now, the next one I'm going to show you is another slim line, but the outside edge can be interchanged with this outside edge, okay? So when we look at this one, I'm going to push that just over here, keep that in shot, and pop that on top for a minute. And then we have this one. My days, what another beauty. So bring this out. And I've been really cheeky because Stanley said to me, try not to use them like you did last week. But I'm going to. So let's open this one and show you this one. This is ridiculously cool as well. Hi, Peggy from Connecticut. Hi, Julia. Right, so this one has got the same kind of thing. So you have that inset die. And again, you can see here that there's a split. So these petals just lift, okay? But with this one, you get this frame, which has got the crisscross and the stitching. It's beautiful. But I can now swap these frames out. Don't have to use the same frame all the time. That looks beautiful there. And that looks beautiful there. So you can literally swap these out. This one, I had some space in the metal, so I gave you an extra die as well. So this is really, it's not the same. It isn't the same really, but you kind of could overlay it if you wanted to. But this one is just an extra die that cuts that beautiful detail for you. So you can definitely kind of cross use these. So if you're ever been on the fence about slimline, please don't, because they are absolutely incredible. They give such a lovely result. And if you tell me what you like best, I will try and demo them for you tonight. Honestly, Kate, Willie, these are beautiful. And you know, I don't say this lightly, but these ones I would love to keep. I would absolutely love to keep because there's some of my, I would say some of my prettiest designs and my most user-friendly designs for quick cards. The DT know what's going to be in the sale tonight, so they will be sharing what they can. I mean, some of them weren't even on the DT when these came out. So, but yeah. I mean, Tina, I remember you doing the lantern as well. Absolutely. Now we're going back because these originally, these have been reprinted 3-4 times easily. So this one is, look at that, it's die 38 and die 39. So these, I mean, we're up to now, I've got one in front of me, a new one. Can't show you the picture, but that's die 333. So these are some classics. A poinsettia one would be nice. Yes, 2026. You need to 2026. I've already done 2026. How can I even say that? It's all done and complete. Now, the next one works with these as well. So let's move those across and bring this in. Just this one. This one has been a mainstay for me for a long, long time. You will see my hello used all the time, even now. But this one is particularly good value because the amount of metal you get in here. And you'll see how things changed because the previous ones were in these little bags and things got lost. And then we moved to this. Now, again, I shouldn't have put that. Let's just grab one out. So here you've got your frame. But this frame is one frame. So it cuts out and then it gives you an inverted scallop. So you can use it as a shaker card if you want to. But then if you want to make a frame, you get the next one down. If you want something smaller, you get the frame and the inverted there as well. And here we've got another inverted piece that you can do twice, pop them inside and create apertures as well. I mean, Tina, you did love these ones, didn't you? You did. And hi, Imra from South California. And oh, I know this is a good one. This is a good one, honestly. So if I bring this one out again, can you see why I have kept these in my stash for so long and not been able to do anything about them? So now look at that. That fits perfectly within that frame. And because it doesn't have the outside cutting edge, honestly, it works so beautifully. Just such a lot of object. And this is a big die. This one, that hello is 8 centimeters, 3¼ inches. It's just a beautiful die. So again, it's entirely up to you if these are the kind of dies you like. I love them. I love them. There's so many of you here tonight. This is great. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, everyone. So yeah, so there are the 3 slim lines. Okay, that's where we start. And then we are going to look at the next set. And the next set are so on trend at the moment. They really are on trend. And I think, me and Paola were talking about this. They are just a thing of beauty. All right. Hi, Helen Woodley. So now we have, let's start here. Oh my days. So now we come into a different kind of frame. So let me open these and I'll measure them for you so you can have a look. And this is why these are now discontinued, because they've been in the window, and look what happens when you put them in the sun. Yes, nothing wrong with them, but honestly, oh, what a pain. So these are the most intricate, detailed, stunning dies you could ever wish for. They're gorgeous. So again, I've opened every single packet so far. Beautiful butterfly. It is a beautiful butterfly, isn't it? Oh, just look at this. Hello, Joe. Oh, I've got a parcel to send to you, Joe, by the way. Watch out for posting next week. Right, look at that. Inset die cuts into your card. And then you get this beautiful, really tiny scalloped frame. But you don't want that. You can just use the inset die. Now, I'm just going to pick up a piece of my A6-ish and see what size it is. So let me give you a rough idea. So this is A6. Now, you can absolutely fit that on there. Just cut the sides off very slightly. So all you do is trim that side down so you can get it on your A6-ish card, and then you'll cut your frame out, okay? So we'll do one of these in a while, but these are beautiful as well. I mean, come on. I mean, they're just lovely. So that's one. Now, again, we're with that thing where we can interchange these sets, all right? So I'll pop those here, and I'll leave this one over here, like so, and we'll bring in the next one. And this one is your gerbera panel, okay? So this again, I am going to get absolutely told off for this. Every single one I've opened, every single packet. A6 is a UK size, I think. Let Fettuccine, I'll measure it in terms of what it actually is in a minute for you. So this one, again, and then you've got your frame there. So if you want your large stitch, you can put your large stitch on that one. And do you know what? These are lovely for the frames, just for the frames. And then this one again. So you can pop it straight there. You can see that one. How cool does that look? I mean, come on. Right. Let me measure these for Fettuccine. Right. Let's go. So we'll go with the largest frame. 5.5. Doobie-doobie-doo. By 3. Can I say like it's 1 digit under? Hopefully you can see that. It's 4 is here, and we're just a little bit under 4. Okay. Aren't they lovely? And yeah, Nancy, the detail of the flowers is just gorgeous. Now let me put the frames on the right thing. Somebody will get one and they'll go, that's not in the right back. So that's the second one. There's a third and a fourth. This one again, love this. Daisy. Whoops. The little scallops, I know, they're so cute, they're so cute. And I love this one. I like the little dots on this one. So all of these are great because you can paper piece them, you can do inky backgrounds, you can do all sorts. So this one has got that gorgeous, like dotty holes in the frame. And this one has got the beautiful, beautiful daisy. Now this can be, I would say, any way up. I think it looks great like that. I think it looks great like that. I like it hanging down, definitely. On the, I mean, all, and actually every single one of these is the same. They all look great, whichever angle you have them. Like, you could absolutely do that way. I mean, there's on just they look just lovely, aren't they? So there we go. Just, Joe, I love these. They're just so usable, aren't they? There you go. That's 3. So there's 3. I'm going to have to remember to put them back in a bit. And then the fourth one. Can you see why I find it really hard to discontinue stuff? Hello, E. Miller from Michigan. I just have a terrible time. I'm really not good at discontinuing. And then we've got this gorgeous frame here. And let me give you this. Again, another beauty. Look at those roses and the lily and the sunflower. Paper piece these in yellow and paper piece that in brown. Oh, yummy, yummy. Sorry, I'm getting very excited. And there's the die. Obviously, these are all back to front because they are the die. But just, and these are an absolute cracker of a deal. I think they'd like something like $9.99 a set. I mean, come on. Just love it. Just love it. I need to get the daisy. The frame is gorgeous. Honestly, I mean, yes. And hello, Yvonne Blake from Minnesota. No, Montana. Welcome, welcome. So there's a lot here. There's a lot to choose from. There's more. There's more. It was a famous comedian said that. I don't know who it was, but there was. Put this one away. So all of these, and I'm going to pick one of these to do. I know it is like picking a favourite child. It really is, because I think what we do is, I think back in the earlier days, you know, when we were consistently on TV and it was almost like, what's next? What's next? What's next? There's so much competition. What's next? We've got to do this. We've got to do that. And I don't think a lot of us got time to play with this stuff. Hello, Faye from Alberta in Canada. Welcome. And good evening from Luigi in Florence in Italy. Oh, welcome. Kate Willie, that's a very, very good question. Now, let me leave one of these out to answer that question. There is, okay, but you have to be careful. So, what you can do is, if you take a piece of card, I can't do the paper piecing because I haven't got the double-sided adhesive with me. And if you take a piece of card and you put your double-sided adhesive on. Now, let me think about this. Am I going to say this right? Am I going to get this the wrong way around? What you want to do is make sure when you run it through that it leaves the pieces in the cardstock. So you don't want immense pressure on your die cutting machine. You want to be able to leave the pieces in here, if that makes sense. So if some fall out, pop them back in. What they're meant to fall out, but we don't want them to fall out. So pop them back in. Put adhesive sheet on here. Once you've done that, smoothed it all down, you pop that over like that, and you rub and you rub and you rub, and it should grip all those pieces, and you'll flick over, and hopefully you'll be able to press them down in position. Am I making any kind of sense? I hope so. And then what you do is you get your pokey tool and pick out extra bits. And then you'll find that you've got your pieces here, but no background. Yeah. And then you die cut your background and you like lay it over the top and you kind of make it fit like a puzzle. That's how I would do it. Can you do the lily rose? I can do the lily tick seed. Has it gone already? Honestly, the Forza set, you just cannot get rid of those. I know. Honestly, the QR code has been scanned 43 times, and that's without people going to the website. So it could be the tick seed has sold out. So you said the rose. Is it the lily rose? Right, we'll do the lily. We'll do the lily rose in a minute. There's a couple more things to show you. Okay. And there's more. We said both Jimmy Cricket all the time. Yes, 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 yes. So if that's gone, apologies. My phone is going bonkers. So I think, yes, I think it's, yeah, it could have gone. I would try and make sure I do one of these. If anyone tells me there's one in stock, still, I would do it. And I said to you there was some that was quite limited. And I honestly believe, I don't think tick seed was it though, but obviously you've seen that and you like that one. Now, so what have we had? We've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you believe what I'm doing now? Ah, damn that. We're going to go into some stencils. You all know about this. This is the Mini Blooms, the Lily of the Valley. The reason we're doing this is we've either got none of the embossing folder left, or we have got very, very, very few. Okay, this is beautiful on its own, and I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't look great with the embossing folder, because it does. But this one, without a shadow of a doubt, makes the most beautiful background. Okay, Lazy Daisy and Tixies are sold out already. Thanks, Lorraine. Hang on, Lazy Tixie and Lazy Daisy, right? So we've still got these two. Okay. How about the butterfly, Lorraine, and the slimline bouquet and the inverted scallop? Have we got those? I'm pretty sure Artsy Island Girl did a demo on paper piecing with double-sided adhesive tape. Do you know what? That's Cheryl Penner, one of our amazing team members. She's also works with Spellbinders as well. So Cheryl Penner, Artsy Island Girl, shout out, go follow her. She's on TikTok, she's on YouTube. Super talented, and she's on Instagram as well. Okay. Isn't it, Donna Green? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, this is incredible. So we'll try and demo this one as well for you. All right. So I'm going to have a look at that while I have a drink again. Honestly, it's so warm in here. Is my mic all right, everybody? Is everything okay? Is the colour okay? And what happened was, for some reason, all the cameras reset themselves. The bouquet's out of stock. Oh my goodness. What's going on? Right, I just want to make sure I demo the right thing for you. She is awesome, isn't she? Thanks, Lorraine. So yeah, that one. And then the next one, I think you're going to be surprised at this one. If you are looking for something to give you the appearance of a snowflake, or a fantastic Christmas card, this is beautiful. It is beautiful. So you get 4 layers on this one. It is just, yeah, everything looks and sounds good from my device. Excellent. Did I just see a face there? I just, hang on a minute. It's all right, all good, it's okay, loud and clear. Thank you, everybody, thank you. Mic is fine, colour is great, perfect. Thanks, Rebecca. I've kind of tried to make sure, or Lily has made sure that all my cameras match now. She's been very, very obsessive about it. So it's those two, and the final one, which has got a ridiculous amount of stencils in it, which I don't think I have the embossing folder for anymore, is that one. So these 3. Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, beautiful, love it, absolutely love it. You can cut the heart out if you want to. Very pretty, super pretty, Stunning. Okay, that is going to be great for anything from a wedding and anything for a new baby. Very pretty, tiny detail. This one, Christmas, 100%. This one, I just love it for in general. I just love it. It's just a beautiful one. Okay, butterfly slimline. Oh, I nearly swore then. What's going on? Oh, for goodness sake. So that's your other three. All right. So, right. Okay. I think we'd better get into demo now. But so that's what you've got to choose from tonight. Well, and it seems to be die wise. These are the three that are left. Okay. Wow. That can't be the case, can it? Surely not. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut these. First of all, the heart is stunning. I love, love, love the heart. But like Danny said, well, I'm going to repeat the conversation today. So I've gone now. I don't know if many of you do know, but not everybody knows. So we have our shop. Okay. So we own the building. It's not like rented or anything. We own the building. So we've got the shop. And then we have the garage next door. And then we have a kind of door in between. And then we live kind of above the shop. But it's a beautiful home. It's not living above the shop, as you say. But our kitchen, so it's not quite flat. It's like a masonette because our kitchen is downstairs at the back, and the conservatory and our kind of look back garden, or our yard, I like to call it, is at the back. Now, because we own the building, we can do what we like. So we are kind of stealing some of the shop to extend our kitchen as well, which that's next year anyway. That's the plan. Problem being is Danny's saying, you're stealing my shop, so you're going to have to, you're stealing like a third of my shop. So we're going to have to do something about what we're keeping here. So that's another reason. That is another reason. Hello, Deborah. Again, I've already said hello to Deborah. Evening again, Deborah. Ruffled lace can also be a clock face. Yes, it can. Right, now let's hope we don't have any stresses like I had last week. Because remember last week I got myself into a right old pickle because it wouldn't go through first time. I started shoving stuff. So I'm like many of you. All right, I'm like many of you. I made my daughter's wedding invitations with the heart. Love it. See, it's so good. Like when I hear things like that, hopefully it makes you realise that it's not that I'm sitting on a ton of stock of it. I'm not sitting on a ton of stock of a lot of this. As you can see, it's just when we've got one of the pegs on the wall and there's like that much, or Danny says we've got 12 of those left or 14 of those left, right, Lisa? So I have to then decide what is going to be sold or discontinued. So let's do both. It doesn't really matter what order. Hi, Sue. If there's Sandra Carey, that's to put the ninjas in. Don't joke. Don't joke. Karen Keane is an enabler. Karen's almost got me on the, is it the creamy or the smoothie? Slushy. Is it slushy, Karen? It was a slushy, wasn't it? I think. So I'm going to bring some card in. See, slushy, I think would be fantastic for me because I can make, because I've been on diet, like just literally been on a diet. And I've been eating not diet as such. I'm eating really healthy at the moment. I think the weather helps as well because I'm not after loads of stodgy food. But I think I could do some really nice shakes and smoothies and low calorie stuff in it and feel like I've had something really, really fattening. Hannah got it. I managed to get the brush holders from B&M. Did you? Doing a kit, honestly, Kate Willie, a kitchen. Danny keeps saying to me, can I do it? And I keep saying no. We desperately need it done. Our kitchen is about, 25 years old. It's got to be. It was there when we moved in, so it's just an absolute ache, and it's the dust. I'm not good with dust. Lily would tell you I hate dust. I hate bits. I hate crumbs. That is my thing, and I struggle terribly with things like that. And to have the dust from a kitchen is going to send me into into orbit, absolutely. But Danny's saying he reckons he can start some of it, and yeah. Did someone say bubble wrap helps the plates less cut out? I think so. I mean, I would love another ninja, but I'm not allowed. I have been put on a ban now, I have to say. So let's put your camera for now. Okay, so you saw me just run that through, and I'm going to lift this out. Turn this over. Right, now whoever asked about the paper piecing, what you would do is you would turn it over like this, right? And then you would take out the pieces you don't want, this, right? You know that is required. So you would put that back in its slot, yeah? You put the rest of those back in position, and that's how you would do it. So now look, if I lift all, just going to be careful. So look how detailed this is, right? I could sit here and take all the pieces out. I might do. Do I want to take them all out? Let's see if I can do it. It's just I'm very aware that the last thing you want to do is sit watching me take all pieces out. Let's make a bit more space. Move those. Actually, let's get rid of those bits. I'll zip those off the desk a bit and then pop them in the bin. And then we'll come back. Adam Frisbee, what have you been spouting? What do I need to go back and clear up? Nothing. Everything's selling out, Adam. I haven't got many left. Oh, I know. It's like, it's good that you all love it, but I'm running out being able to do some demos. Have you got anything else you can put on as well, or am I being, is that a bit cheeky? I think it is. We might have to save. We might have to save some stuff for next time. Anyway, like I said, make sure you've got, there's Danny. What are you doing? Are you going to pick Lily up? Shortly, yeah. Okay. All right. Danny, I've sold out of everything. I'm running out. I'm making space for that kitchen. So look, let's just pop these out. Hi, Lynn from Arizona. Let's pop these out. Can you see now how pretty these are? And then what you would do, I just don't want to start putting stuff around. Oh, I'm going to pull it around. Let's just do it. If we're going to do it, let's do it. Take those bits out. And I've picked the white core card, so that isn't the thickest card that we have in our collection, but it's still like cut beautifully, isn't it? Look. So now this is the frame, and I know these aren't necessarily what you would put together. I know that, but can you see now? Straight away. Look at that. Look at that already. And then you've got your outside edge here. So let us do the outside edge and move that out of the way. Isn't that beautiful? Erin Stewart. Hello from Winnipeg. Oh, Erin, I miss you. Right. And you've seen exactly where I'm standing, haven't you, Erin? Exactly where I'm standing. She came and saw the studio. She was like, wow. When I'm paper piecing, Rhonda's here as well. Oh my goodness, it's a good night tonight. It's a good night. How are you, Rhonda? Message me. We need to catch up. Right. I'll pop that down like so. I've got a bit of tape. Just to hold it in position. Let me go like so. There we are. And then while I find another bit of tape. Where have I put my tape? Oh, I love this. Danny bought me this. Look at this. Sticky tape. Right. Pop that there. And we'll take that down. Bring it back in that machine. And I have seen it. I wasn't allowed in because I'm so clumsy. Well, okay. Erin, do we spill the tea on what happened last time you came into my office space and got attached to one of the hooks on the wall and slid down the wall? This is why. I've done it again. I have done it again. Look at that. Did that thing again. And let's go like that way. There we are. Come on. And that's when I panicked last time, wasn't it? I did not panic this time. Oopsie. And then now, look at that. Oh, I've got really strong tape on there, guys, but there you go. Actually, I'll move that way. So now, I'll show you something else. What we can do, let's just clear my plates a minute. So now we can take that outside edge. Hang on, I've just got to pop all the bits out for a minute. Bear with me. Badly, I'm just literally, that's really bad of me. I haven't got them all out, but what we can do now is take another colour. Oh, I'm going to go for blue now. Let's go for blue. Why not? Why not? Right, I love that dispenser. I got it from like a boutique. Well, Daddy got it from a boutique shop in Eastbourne. And it had all like really lovely, I want to say things like filofaxes, all that kind of stuff. And I saw it, I was like, oh, I really like that, but I didn't want to pay for it. So he treated me, bless him. Now, run this through. Here we go. I'm making a right lot of noise here. Put my dough cut machine on the floor for a minute. Here we go. Move those bits out of the way. So now you've got, I mean, that in itself is a great frame, isn't it? So let's pop this over here. So now look at that. So that will sit perfectly. I mean, obviously my colours aren't the best choices of colours here, guys. You can see that. But hopefully that gives you an idea of how you could use them. And then if you want to, you can, this one, it also looks super cool facing down. But paper piece that in 100%. And even if you want to, you can snip that out as well. What have you put on, Adam? Adam! Right, guys. Has he put those on? Has he done what I thought he's done? Hang on a minute. Has he put the scribble? Oh, my goodness. Right. Oh, I've got them here. Now, right, I need to find something. Right, guys. So he's put, wow, the wildflowers and the scribbled flowers he's put in the Friday night category for a deal. I don't know what the deal is because I can't see. If you do not have them, Lisa, check your phone. If you do not have them, holy moly. For $24.99, is that for both of them? Ooh, right, hang on. See if I can put you on camera 4. Those two. Oh, wow. Right. I'm going to demo with those in a minute then, because they are beautiful. They are beautiful. So you've got this one. So I think that's going to be super cool. So remember that one. Let me put that back in the pack so I don't lose that. And then, do you know what? You're gonna sit, because I don't want to sit and pick all the pieces out. But you're going to see now exactly what that one does, aren't you? Exactly. It's so good. But yeah, if you do, it does give IKEA colours. What you can do is use that for stenciling as well. So ink through that as well. Do you remember what we did last week with the rose? This one, which sold out. This one, do you remember? We cut it out and we stenciled through. Do the same thing, 100%, 100%. So that's those, even for the frame, just that is great. Let me find, I've got this box of stuff, hang on. I'm going to put you back on the forward-facing camera because I'm so hot in here, I'm so hot. Right, so that's that. No, that was that one. So that was the Lily Rose panel, and there's the Gerbera Bloom panel. That's the only two left. And the only other die is that one. But honestly, it's just such a good dye. It's such a good dye. So let me see if I can find my scribbled flowers. Oh my days, I can't believe he's done that. You are a devil, Adam. Let me find it. Wildflowers. And if it's in here, these are my most used dyes. Some I've got 2 of, which I shouldn't really. But where's my scribbled? There you go. I knew Adam. Now, just a heads up, I don't think Adam actually knows this, but there is scribbled number 2 coming. It won't be till the new year, but they're done. They've just not been submitted yet. And they haven't been submitted because my plan was to bring them back with these. But hey ho, just, you know, if these are on offer, I will say these are normally $19.99 on their own. And I think these are as well. So we're going to use these. Now, what's beautiful about these, right, let me do something else. Right, how long have I got? Oh, I've got ages yet. I've got ages. What I'm going to bring in is you're going to be, I mean, I bet you all have things like this at home, right? So I've got all of these kind of backgrounds that I've done. So if I flick through here, look at these, just random backgrounds, okay? Look. Some are mounted, some are not mounted. That one's mounted actually, so we could use that one. I mean, it's been shoved in my little box, but we can use that one, okay? Another one mounted and another one. Look at that, beautiful. And then I've got loads of bits and pieces in here. Right, okay. That's what we're going to use for the moment. Now, what the best thing about these wildflowers is how they work with your backgrounds. So you make your smooshy backgrounds, you do whatever you want, you make those backgrounds, and then we take, hi Suze, Lynn, dogs are whining for their rabbit ear evening treat. Back in a minute, don't you worry, I'll still be here, that's for sure. So, and you can tell these are well loved. Absolutely adore these. I absolutely adore them. So you get in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dies. Now you've seen me do TikToks and reels on these lots of times because I just genuinely, they're one of my favorites, okay? Scribbled 2 is going to be great. There's Scribbled 3 actually because we've got leaves as well. So these are stunning. So this is what we can do just with ink, all right? And I might even show you that. Let me get rid of some stuff on my desk. I've got a little bit over excited tonight, I have to say. I really have, because there's a lot I want to show you. Now we've got some white ones here and we've got some black card as well. So we'll do bit of each. Now, I love taking full advantage when I'm bathing Tyler, which Paula Pascal. I love the wildflowers so much. They work so well for everything. Hello, Paula. Have you been hot and sweaty today? I think you have. You've been a busy lady, haven't you? So look, beautiful, just like that. Now I'll show you how I do that as well. It's such an easy thing to do. And then if you pop it on black card, just come on, straight away, you can start to build up little scenes. And, you know, when I do things like this and I think, well, you know, how that doesn't look right. But when you chop the bottoms off, particularly when you do maybe something tall and you have something smaller, and then you come over here with something a little bit low, and then you pop another one in here, like so. And then you take another piece of black card and you do that. So now you can see that it's stunning. And you could have done it on one of these frames very, very easily. But how beautiful does that look straight away, just without me doing anything? I can imagine Paula, very, very hot. It's been crazy weather today. Lily, right, get this, Lily is changing the colour of her hair. She's got, as lots of you seen pictures of my Lily, and she's got that kind of black and then a little bit of blonde and a little bit of brown in it. But she's had it dyed today and she's going pink and purple and blue. I'm like, really? Really, woman? Anyway, she can do whatever she likes with her hair. I don't mind. Right. She couldn't when she worked at Curry's though. They didn't like it. She wasn't allowed to do anything that was off the beat, kind of off the beaten track. But honestly, I bet it's going to look lovely. But she's been there since 1 o'clock, right? 1 o'clock, and Danny's only just going to pick her up. So I think it probably was a national debt as well. And the bank of mum wasn't with her. Right, so we've got the festive fur. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a yellow. I'm going to bring in a metallic yellow and a metallic pink, all right? So just swish the dyes out for a minute and we'll bring these in. The beauty of the ink pads is that you can do so much. So I'm just trying to find, actually, what am I looking for? Are these all full? No, I don't want to touch those. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just trying to find a particular ink pad. I know what I'm looking for. What have I done with it? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. You might think that's a really odd choice. Okay. So what you're going to do with these, they're just brilliant. So we're taking a yellow and a blue, okay, and let's bring in the yellow brush, and it's on our tacky mat. Now I've got actually 2 tacky mats on the same thing, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. And what I love is my ink pad isn't going to move either. So we take this yellow and we're going to go all over with this yellow, right, all over, just like so. Don't even think about where you're putting the ink. Don't think about it being perfect. Just do it and shut that down and get rid of that for a minute. And then we're going to bring in the peacock tails, which is a bluey green colour. And I've got some in the lid because I knew when I used this the other day for a video that it was quite heavy on pigment. So now I go straight over the yellow and I've now created a green stem. Okay. And then we can come over here and change it up a little bit and create more green stems. All right. So we've got our green stems already. And then we add a little bit of pink. I probably won't need the green actually now. I probably won't need the green, not for this one anyway, because it covered really well. And then we'll bring in a pink. And what we can do now is we can either, what I love to do is kind of flick. So we flick down and it looks a bit of a mess, but it won't. And then when I've got enough colour, I flick. Actually, I don't need all of that now. And then I blend that. And as we blend down, you'll start to see how that changes into this beautiful ombre. Very, very pretty. And that yellow still comes through. And we'll do the same. So I'm still looking. Adam, they should probably check out soon. 25. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Right, okay. Please don't sell these out as well. These are so beautiful. So look, just start playing with these. And I'm going to show you in black as well how cool they look. So that is your wildflowers, like so. And then when you see them next to what I've done already, you'll see how quick and easy they are, right? So quick and so easy. Now, these ones, if I bring that one in, you see, equally as gorgeous as those and equally as gorgeous there. So you can make flowers so quick. QQQ, which of your ink pads can I use my Distress Oxide brushes on? You can use them on these ones. On the Cloud 9 matte blending ink, you can use them. Okay. I'm missing loads of comments. Apologies. I can't keep up at the minute. Yeah, Fedugina, she doesn't do it very often. It's not very often, but yeah. So yeah, so that is those. So let me just push this to one side and I'll show you what happens when we put them on black. So let me move the inks out of the way. This is such a lovely, lovely set. And then I'll show you the other set as well, because that one, that's sold out when I was on TV. So look at these. So we're going to pop a few on here. Let's have that one as well. No, I think I want that one. And then I might want that one. So we'll take those for the minute. And then we'll get the die cutting machine, which I've put over here, right? Okay. And then I'll put the plates down. And we'll pop these on. So wait to see how beautiful these look. And these are a very, very good size as well. I adore these. Okay. Let's run these through. Oh, Angela, I love all the ink pads. I get to the point where I can't pick. Some days I love one, then I love the other. Oh, I'm just going to do something. I'm going to do something. Adam, he will kill me. I'm just going to do that. Gong, 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 gong. And then we take these out. Stencil, right? Even look at this when I do this. Stencil. So here's the 3 that I've cut out. Straight away, they're really cool. Here we go. I've still got the blue bits on there, but it's fine. Let's move that out of the way. Get the rubbish in the bin. And then let's bring this back in. So now when you see all these backgrounds, the super fast cards are going to happen. So you make your backgrounds, and then all you would do is you would place these. I mean, it's going to look great on all of them, but you can place them like so. Look at that. I mean, that, I wouldn't put nothing else with that. And then you set that hello sentiment there. You can add another one if you want to. So you could chop that down if you wanted to, like that. So me, I love that. Just love that. I'm miles behind on the comments. Mother Goose. Oh, somebody must have answered you. Goodness me, I have missed so much. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I think I got busted. I'm always getting busted. Are the wildflowers available on their own as I've already got the scribble flowers? I don't think so. I don't think so. So that's that one. And then again here, just love it. That looks like a mountain top there, doesn't it? There we are. So just start thinking about how you can use them. So you could do that, all right? You could do that. And then if you had the same one, I know I haven't got the right colours here, I know. But what you can do is you can offset these to give a drop shadow. Yeah, all of those things. There is so many opportunities with this one. So there we go. Let's see if I can. There we go. I mean, beautiful, isn't it? Just beautiful. So that is the wildflowers. Now, if I show you, I'm going to keep these out because the scribbled flowers, oh my days. Oh my days, my days, my days. Right, let me put these all back. And I do keep, when I do this, right, if I'm not going to use them for a card, I have these packets, don't I? So what I do is I pop everything back in the packet. And then I've even kept the piece of card because it keeps the die cuts nice and flat. Some of the black ones will go in there as well. And then when I go to do a video, I've got lots of little pieces ready. Let's seal that one up. Now this one. Oh, this one. Okay. Just. So we're going to do a little trick with this one, and we're going to do some paper pieces. So I'm going to use this one because it's got the least pieces in terms of time. But when we look at this, can you see you've got 4 flowers, but what you get is you get the the background die, so you can use silhouettes again. And then you get your detail die. And when I cut it out, you'll see exactly what I mean. God, there is so many comments tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. Right, and so I'm going to get some black card out, and I'm going to bring back in this card, right? So let me pick something. Oh, I don't know. Right, bear with me just a second, guys. Just a second. Or I'm going totally random. Oh, have I got it in here? I thought I had it in here. I'm looking for my, you know, the white, the cardstock that's got the colour on it, the whitewashed one. Oh, maybe I haven't got that. Maybe it's not in here. No, I'll have to use one of these. Let's go back with that one then. That one, I think. Okay, that'll be fine. That will be fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the... Did you hear that? That was my plates floating across the room. So we're going to take our die, and I'm going to take this one apart. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So people say to me, oh, I don't like it because it leaves bits on. Yes, it does. But you can absolutely get some snips and take those off. Some jewellery snips. All you do, bend. And here, bend, bend. That, I'm just doing it with my fingers. It doesn't, look, come off. Straight away. Get rid of it in the bin though. So there's your two pieces. So you can either keep yours together or you can separate them. How do I scan the QR code? Nikki, if you're on your phone, you can't because you need to use your phone. If you're on the TV or on YouTube via your laptop or something, what you do is you take your phone, hang on a minute, you take your phone and you open up the camera app and you point it at the QR code, and then it will give you a little link and you'll be able to just go directly to the category where all these bits are. So this one, okay, we're going to cut these out just so I can show you both of them. I don't have to cut them both out, but I'm going to. So we'll pop that like so, and then we'll pop that down. I should really tape it, but I'm not. And then I'm going to run that through, and I'm going to run this back, okay? Loving the demos and tips. Oh, that's really good. That's what I said. While I've got the time, I mean, and I am saying whilst I've got the time, because it's going to start to get very hectic soon. So here we go. There's our background piece. If you want to do it just in black, if you want, look, again, like this. There we are. So that's both layers. But you can see they're identical because we've got the top layer that sits over the top of the other layer. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to, I shouldn't have done it that way. Dawn Wheeler would have told me off. It's upside down. So we take all these pieces away, and then we're going to cut that detail in this pattern card that we've got here, right? Now you're going to have to bear with me so I don't lose any pieces, because when I lean down, I tried to keep my head out of camera, but what happens is I can't see things properly because where I've lost weight, my glasses keep slipping down my face. There we are. So that's those two. Let's now grab, I'm going to keep that out because I might need that. Put my scissors away, and we'll grab that. And now I'm going to literally find a spot on here, all right? And I'm going to go about there. And all I want to do, all these pieces that I'm going to need to paper piece, that's all I need to cut, all right? So I'm going to go around here like that. Oops, I've got the other plate there. And then we'll run that through, okay? And just be careful because you don't want to lose any of your pieces. So I'm just doing that off camera, just a little bit. I'm then now going to be in a position to put the machine away. Okay, let me move my chocolate bar. Oh, anyone like these? I love these skinny whips. So nice. Anyway, thinking of food, aren't I? So now let me lift up and see if I've lost any pieces. No, this is when you're paper piecing, that's what you want. You want all those pieces to stay where they are, right? That's all you need to do. So let's make sure we've got some tidiness here. Let me clear my desk. And I'm going to pop my Ultimate away because it's taking up space. Now I'm going to pop these back in the pack because these are mine and these are not going to be given to anybody, nor are the wildflowers. Never, ever, ever. So now what we do, let's bring in some glue. What glue have I got here? I've got this one, I've got this little one. So that'll be fine. And now I'm going to lift this off. Okay. Take that away. Just use that piece so I can keep that for something else. And I'm actually going to bring in this as well. It will all make sense in a minute. So I'm going to take this one, and the way I like to do it is glue this one to this. So we've got both layers. I've tried most of them, Lisa. Skinny Crunch are good too. Are they? Oh, I've not tried those. I like these ones because they're mint, and I put them in the fridge and they go really hard, and then it takes me ages because I have to suck them. And then around here, again, apologies if my head gets in the way, but at least I haven't got any like grey roots now. I'm 100% grey, did you know? 100% grey, and pigment doesn't hold in my hair. So she has to takes them about 3.5 hours to do my hair because I have to have tint and tone and all sorts of stuff on it. But I can't keep colour on my hair. So I tend to get roots really quickly, which is why I try to keep my head out the camera. Right, so it's hard to do this when you're trying to be careful. So now, hopefully, I'm going to zoom you in a bit more again. Keep you in close. There we are. Now, obviously, you can't see very well if that's got a layer on it or not, but you'll see in a minute. So now, let's get rid of all these bits. And actually, let's have a piece of white paper. Where are we? Just a piece of white paper. Right. So there's our black piece. So what I'm going to do now is I turn this over, right? You bring in that pokey tool and I pop out like so, and I keep it like that. I'm going to hold it there, pop that one out. Yeah, that's come out. That one, that one, that one. Pop, pop, pop. That one, that one, that one. So all you do, pop. Let me check. There we are. Come out perfectly. Put that back in the pack. So now, that's a bit unfortunate. I've caught that like that, but it'll be fine. And now all we do, a little bit of glue. And we glue these. So glue in the middle. Don't put your glue at the edges. Keep it in the middle because it will squash down. These ones you can't not, to be fair. And then here in the middle. And I don't stress too much about doing it all in one go because the glue starts to kind of get tacky and cure a little bit, and then it makes it easier to grip. Now, did I put my other end on, or did it fall off? It might have fallen off. Hang on. Hang on a minute. That's not the one I want. That's why, because that was the prototype one. Where's the other one? Where's the other one gone? Oh, goodness me. I thought I had two. Yeah, I did. So now we take this one. So I can see now I've got those two pieces, and all we do, pick it up, pop it in, pick it up, pop it in. And then I always like to do the small pieces first. Pop that one out. Come on. This is watercolour card, so this was a bit trickier. There we are. Move those down. So now I can see that one's there. Yeah. That one is there. And that one is there. And the rest of it is pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. So you pop those like that, those like that. Oh, keep them at the right angle. And then we'll keep that one for a minute. And I'll show you something else. That will go in there. Very easy, she says. There we go. Then that one will sit like that. I mean, look at that already. And then that one will go in there. See, the glue's already bursting out of that, so you don't need any more glue. And that one will go in there. So now press them down, and you've got I missed something there. Did have auburn hair years ago? Me too. Then I went grey, right? And I decided to cut all my hair off and go grey out of choice. Stupid move. If anyone ever says cut your hair off and do it grey again, just don't let me do it. So there you go. So that is your little flower. Now, if you've got loads of them, that's great. But this one, so we had this, didn't we? So what you could do, I know it's not the right size, but if you cut it full size, you could quite easily piece that back in there and then put the black inside, so paper piece black back in. So you'll have this beautiful outside edge that looks patterned, and then you'll have the black inside. But now look what you can do. What looks really pretty? Isn't that just gorgeous? How's that for like an inky background? How cool is that? Just how cool is that? And then, you know, on here, let's just trim that down. That's really been bugging me. Let's trim that one off. These were just like plain pieces. That's better. That makes me happier. And that one, again.
Something about scribbled gibbles or something.
Sorry?
Scribbled flowers.
I've got them on. I'm using them.
Oh, you got them there?
Yeah, I've got them. That's fine.
Okay, I've got the child.
Good. How's her hair? No, I'm sorry, everyone. I just got to say hello to Lily. Let me see your hair. Come here. Can't see you. I can see dark. Wow. Super cool. Yeah, she looks very cool. Very cool. I bet it was a national debt as well. Anyway, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. It's your wallet. Right, back to camera 4 quickly. So there you go. So that's on that card. If you keep it on more of a delicate card, really pretty again. And on this one, again. But of course, you don't have to have it with the like the background that's so inky, and that looks just ridiculously lovely. Even if you kept, where did I keep that really simple one out? So I know that's your background, say, and then on here, again, you see that? That is so art. You trim this down. How arty does that look? Honestly, they are genuinely just such a great. I mean, they're all great, aren't they? They're all great. But can you imagine when you cut some of these bigger ones out? So that is my favourite one. That one, just very cool. But then I do love all of them. So, and then I'm going to pop that one back on there just so you can see. Just put a couple of them on. Little sentiment down there. Thinking of you. Sympathy. Anything. They will look very cool. So if you all remembered that about next week as well, that you've got to watch. I'm going to come back for a minute. So you like it, you like it, you like it. So honestly, this is just one of those, I think, she won't come on camera, Sue. She won't come on camera. She's very camera shy. She's a bit like Danny. I'm like, come on, come say hello. No, not doing that. Okay, bless her heart. But yeah, so she's a really good girl. She's obviously very tired now, I think, from sitting down all afternoon. It must be tough. So yeah, so that is your wildflowers and your scribbled flowers as a pair. I was not expecting that tonight, definitely not expecting that. And I'm hoping we still have some of the inverted scallop, the gerbera and the lily rose. I didn't get a chance to do the mini blooms. I might do that in a TikTok reel for you. And the ruffled lace frame, there is a video on that one, I'm sure, and the floral heart. So that's all that's left, really. So tell me, which was your favourite? Right, Carol, I'll answer a couple of questions. Oh, I didn't put that away. I'll answer a couple of questions because Carol's asked one, which is a very important question. Oh, what's happening next week? Raina, if you are you Australia? Are you Australian? No, are you American? I can't remember. Either way, they should be at scrapbook.com and some of the independent retailers as well, because they're an older set. You might find stores still have those ones. Definitely. Let me put the bits away. Now, next Friday, you must be here. Adam is here. So if Adam's here, you know there's something good happening. Okay, next Friday. Definitely be here. Very important. Retreat. Yeah, Raina, you might have to find if you've got a local store that carries it. You might have to. It means that we won't be remaking it for other stores as well. So it's not like it's just discontinued here. The stuff we've got that's gone into our distributor Notions, when that has gone, it will be kind of fizzled out because we're taking a lot of warehouse space as well. So we have to make room for more stuff. Because, of course, warehouse space, because obviously that's our cost, is expensive. It's expensive, very expensive. So retreat. What do you need to bring with you? So forget things like die cutting machines. Forget things like, I don't know, anything big that's cumbersome that you don't need. If you like your own guillotine or your own paper trimmer, bring it. If you're happy using my guillotines, there will be on every table, there will be guillotines, there will be die cutting machines, plenty for you all to use. What I would highly recommend you bring is, again, it's not essential, but I found that when I've been to classes and retreats and things, it makes it easier for me. Your brushes, bring your brushes, right? Bring your brushes and bring your ink, because you can use whatever color you want when you want. I cannot put 83 sets of ink on each table, so because of 83 colors. So what I'd be saying to you is, if there's things you want to do, or you know, if you want to craft in the evening as well, you might want to do that as well. I would say things like that. Bring your own glue, but you will have tape runners there to use, obviously. So I'm not going to provide you all with an ultimate and a tacky mat, but we'll do demos that don't necessarily need those, but they will be available to purchase should you decide you want them. So I would say, if you were going to the caravan, or if you were going somewhere, other than the big heavy items, bring what you want with you. All your card, or your paper, or your dies, or your stencils, anything like that you need will be provided. So hopefully that should be okay. Are there spaces for the retreat? There are not many. There were 20 something places left. There are I think there are about 10 spaces left. I know somebody phoned up in the week asking about accommodation as well. And I know the hotel is getting very, 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 very booked up where the retreat is being held. So if you're interested, you have not got long. You have not got long. And also because we can't add any more people in. We've got to kit everything. We've also we've paid for all the food, etc. What I'd say to you, there is vegetarian food there. There is vegetarian food there. We can't cater for particular allergies. We just can't. So be aware of that. If you're unsure of anything, if you think there might not be something you like, bring yourself a sandwich. But we are providing a really lovely, it's buffet lunch, but it's a lovely buffet lunch. We've got the hydration station upstairs for your breaks where you get more drinks and you get cookies or muffins and other things in the afternoon. You get a good break for lunch, a good break. So I think you get at least an hour break for your lunch. So you've got time to shop and eat and chill and meet people. So anything else you can think of, any spaces with a teleportation add-on left. And I'm sorry, Erin, they have all sold out. Funny that. Okay, so is there anything else? QQQ, was your Lily Rosedine named after your lily? It would make a lovely name. It would. Although next year we've got Year in Bloom 2026 coming out, but we've also got I'm not calling it this, but there's like Lisa's Garden collection of embossing folders as well. So all the things you see me photograph and more are going to be turned into embossing folders as well. So yeah, so there's some really unique stuff coming. I can't see. I was thinking about going next year to the retreat as I can't make this year. Could I bring? You can bring whoever you want. If your 11-year-old daughter enjoys crafting, absolutely, and it's really good to bring in younger people with crafting. Lily's around as well. I mean, she's 19, but yeah, it's lovely to have younger people joining us as well. So don't know where it'll be next year. Let's see how this year goes. It's definitely happening. But we'll see where it is located anyway. So I'm going to pick some winners now. Where'd I put my phone? Here. Remember, the deals finish in a week, so you won't get these deals all the time. And you might have noticed, hang on, you might have noticed before I go quickly down here, there is some things that we might need to talk about next week. So be here. Right. So winners for tonight. I've really run over time tonight, guys. I've been an hour and a half, and I'm really sorry if I've kept you. Okay. Winners are Amanda Mitchell and Deborah Isom. You are both winners. So please leave a message in the group and say I'm a winner, and Danny will sort out a prize for you. Okay. Next year in Canada, how wonderful would that be? Glory Davis, I will be there next year. Fedrigina, please check your email, Lisa. I will check my emails after. I'm going to have something to eat first, though. Have something to eat. And yes, congratulations, everybody. We will see you next Friday. Big news, big fun. I'll give you a little peek of something that might be on next Friday. If I did that and showed you that. Oh, no, let's go camera 2. If I showed you that, how would you feel? Just a small part on next Friday. Just a small part. Anyway, have a good weekend, everybody, and I will see you next week. Paola, we're doing the live on Tuesday, and then I am back with you Friday. So have a good one, everybody. Don't get too hot in that sunshine, but enjoy it, whatever you're doing. See you later. Take care. Bye.